Hello there everybody, how are you all doing today? Right, we're gonna start off with the investigation of Chapter 5, which is the case of an unidentified body. Alright, let's begin. Where did I leave off exactly? The biolab, the data center, headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the second floor. Okay, I'm going to start off with the I may as well do the biolab, which was down here, wasn't it? No. Totally the wrong way. Oof. The biolab was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key I found in the garden into the keyhole, the key isn't even close to fitting, which means the key doesn't go to this room. Well, it was a good try. I think I'll need to go to the data center on the 4th floor. Firewall, hello there, welcome to the stream, come on in. How are you doing there? Ah, here we go, data lab. The door to the data center was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key I found in the garden into the keyhole, it fits! And this is the key to the data center. I managed to unlock the data center. I guess all that running around paid off. I have to go and tell everyone else. I immediately headed back to the garden. So, you're back. How'd it go? All good here, thanks for asking. No worries, man. This game brings back so many memories. Oh yeah. It's been quite a while since I played Trigger Happy Havoc myself. Like, currently for me channel, I'm currently gonna go through all the games. 1, 2, V3, and Ultra Despair Girls as well. I found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center down on the 4th floor. And we can get into the data center now?
I see.
Interesting. But why did the now deceased have the key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I've already played all the games, yeah. I mean, this is a spoiler welcome stream, just so you know. So if you do want to discuss like the other games, spoilers or anything like that, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open the door, there's not going to be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. What?
In other words,
it's in your hands. Again? It means I trust you. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. Let's have a talk with Miss Moo over here. Nightflyer, how are you doing there? Yeah, you're more than welcome to talk about spoilers, Firewall, definitely. What are my thoughts on V3's ending? I don't know, it's a bit of a mixed bag, really. I mean, with the entire 4th wall breaking and all of that lot, I mean, you could easily square that away as just part of a a part of the Danganronpa world if you want. Like, you could easily argue that it might not be indeed fourth wall after all. It's all just still contained in the world of Danganronpa. Maybe. I mean, it does seem to be kind of left open-ended to me. But to try and make it like everything a world of fiction and all of that lot, I'm not a big fan of it, if I have to be honest. I mean, I could accept it. I mean, maybe it could be part of I don't know, the remnants of despair, kind of like trying to mess with the minds of the people. Who knows? I mean, it could all just be one big lie. But I mean, until they actually release another game, that's if they release another game. I mean, I know they're releasing Danganronpa S Summer Camp, which I've just found out is kind of like a gacha system, where they do microtransactions, but it's not necessary. You can unlock everything without it. But yeah, I'm not a fan of that pay for convenience kind of games. You would have accepted it more if you based it on true events 50 years on. Yeah, definitely. I'm just waiting for Danganronpa 21. Good Samugi says it's indeed a thing. Yeah, it would actually be kind of nice if you could flesh out what happened between Danganronpa 2 and 53, if you fleshed it out a bit. Especially with Rantaro Amami, how he got to win the previous killing game. Of course, we always kind of like play the games where hope wins and all of that lot, you know. But it would be kind of interesting to see, you know, to actually play as Rantaro Amami and actually see how we end up winning that killing game. And ended up becoming the ultimate survivor for V3. That would be kind of interesting. I love the meme I posted in your channel. The meme you posted in my channel. Discord channel? Oh yeah. I mean, who would have been the other survivor? Along with Rantaro Amami, because he kind of like changed it at that point where they have to whittle it down to 2 survivors. He was one. Who was the other? Would it have been Tsumugi? Maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, she's not happy. Master told you he'd trust you. Master told you that. Well, don't let it go to your head. I am so not happy about any of this. Alright then. Let's go blow ourselves up. I reached out and put my hand on the door. I closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread. What? Hey, that's... Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look at what they are showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classroom, Every part of the school was covered. This is...
What?
It's the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room, and they are displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
I always wanted a spin-off game in which we see what Danganronpa 2 gang was doing during their despair phase, and an entire game would be really nice. Yeah, it would be kind of nice to see, you know, exactly what we did during the despair phase. That would be pretty cool. So the purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? And this room is...
It's all clear now.
The Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The Mastermind's room? I guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here. Watching us. Yeah, it would be pretty cool to know how far into despair we went. I mean, personally, I would want to know what Mikon did as a remnant. Let's see, who else would be pretty interesting? Maybe Nagito as well. Maybe. I mean, he has quite a plot in Ultra Despair Girls as well, doesn't he? But like... Hajime, he would be good to know exactly what happened to him. Obviously we know what happened, but it'd be nice to have a bit more filler to that. I think this settles it. Huh? The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ikusaba. And she was the Mastermind. And the Mastermind is dead? Like really, really dead? It would seem so. For serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. My Mastermind is dead? Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because I mean, that body. Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So who was it that... But if the Mastermind is really dead, that means we can finally get out of this hellhole.
How about that?
We gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on.
That's enough.
No. We have to check this area thoroughly first. Huh? But what about the exit? If the Mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the Mastermind set up this live game death in the first place. And I am bothered by the fact that the Mastermind was obviously murdered. Murdered? So you think so too, huh? Naturally. The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There is absolutely no doubt. The Mastermind was murdered. But why has it got to be that way? I mean, who could even done it?
Such ignorance.
That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the Mastermind.
I'm telling you!
Now, do you understand, you useless insect? You're banned from talking to Master ever again. No, I really fucking hate Toko when she's like that. The Mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the Mastermind must have spent who knows how much time in here. Okay then, let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the Mastermind. Why was the Mastermind murdered? To figure that out, we need to find out the identity and purpose of the mastermind. Jeez, I can't believe how many monitors there are. My eyes are flickering as fast as they are. I mean, I want to know why they killed as much as the next guy, but I also really want to get out of here.
What's your problem?
Hurry up and find something. The master. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what, you can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. No, Owie, that is not how passwords work. Yeah, she was a lot better than Ultra Despair Girl, she really was. What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using these monitors. Using these to monitor the network. And Alter Ego. You may well be right about that.
What?
But there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. There's nothing showing up on this one. Huh? Hey, look! Next to that TV. Isn't that a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is! Just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we can watch TV? Huh? Did someone say TV?
You know?
Well, Saturday morning, Hina's here. What? Are you talking about me?
Okay.
Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on. Also, what do you think of this, Sig? Should a protagonist controlled by the player be able to kill? That would certainly make it more interesting, like if you made a Danganronpa game where you could actually kind of like control your path, kind of thing. I think that would be pretty interesting. Also, what's your favourite Danganronpa game? Oh, I would say all the games are definitely good in their own class, for various reasons. I mean, Danganronpa 1 is great. Number 2, I think they expanded it quite a bit more. As for V3, that just has a completely different vibe to it. And I think that one should be kind of like classed separate from the others. But I mean, they were all very well made games with a good story, good plot, and everything. And Ultra Despair Girls, that was obviously a different kind of Danganronpa game. Completely. I mean, you know, if we had another Danganronpa game that was, even if it wasn't a killing game like 1, 2 and V3, I wouldn't mind that, you know? Just like so long as they kind of like expand on the lore of Danganronpa, you know? To explore the Danganronpa world a little bit more, I think that would be absolutely great.
You know?
Ah, so you're all starved for info on the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic, and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about? There's really a ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. Oh, Teru. He was the one who fed his mum to Junko. Yikes. And Kazuichi, yeah. It would be good to know what happened with everyone, and just how far they fell down the pit of despair. As long as I have this. Huh? Look at Master go. It's like a feast for the eyes. How much is the monthly membership? What the fuck is she talking about? No, I didn't look there. There we go. This door's kinda creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. This door's locked, huh? What if you use the key that opened this room? Well, let's give it a try, just in case. No, no good. It won't even fit in the keyhole. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't stop thinking about that door with a Monokuma picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right. The mastermind's gone. So there's nothing to be afraid of anymore.
You know?
Oh? Oh. What's wrong? Good news for you all. Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working. Really? Now all we gotta do is switch it on.
What?
Then do it. Friggin' idiot mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world.
What the heck?
And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought we could get away with it. Huh? This is... It's a feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
Huh? That's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird. You're weird. Weird in every way possible. Not just weird, super weird. But this TV isn't hooked up to anything but this antenna. So how's it showing the camera feed?
Well...
Did you try changing the channel? Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try. Hiro went through each of the channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
What the heck? Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually...
I'm not sure, but... Huh? Huh? What?
What?
Been a while, you frigging bastards. Monokuma? How? You're supposed to be dead. Me? Dead? Don't be friggin' stupid.
What?
Hey, you're acting kind of strange. Something seems different.
Of course!
Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. He's actually not lying about that, is he? If you think about it. I'm on the Monokuma laugh, and the music starts playing. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't ever replace the voice for Monokuma. Favorite Danganronpa musical track? Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't know. I mean, on my YouTube channel, I've actually got all the soundtracks up for Danganronpa 1, 2 and V3. And they're all extended to 15 minutes. Well, apart from the execution soundtracks, of course, they're literally only a minute, 2 minute tops. But yeah, there's so much to choose from. With the spare version of the opening for DR2. A good choice. Not even. It's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see the moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead, all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the one who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now.
Well now.
And that's that. Well, it's almost time to cut off your past, so full of hope, and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you to all have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. We have to keep going?
Let me out of here!
No, we're supposed to be getting out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here?
Unbelievable.
How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides, this life isn't all bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
Phew, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. The point?
Hey,
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind. But I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us a surveillance feed? Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna. Huh? Well, what does that mean? It's displaying the signal? But it's just us, standing here.
Unbelievable.
Oh, you're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you.
Chills, kills!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What?
Extreme!
This killing game is being broadcast live on the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. It doesn't matter how many times he says it. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I understand the deeper meaning. Oh, what? Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this? It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow? The camera feed is being broadcast? No way! That's impossible! That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system. You know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and I hijacked the airwaves as easy mode. One weird trick that he found. Now, going for the anime, would that be the brainwashing that they were on about? I think it's the brainwashing. Are you being serious right now?
Of course!
Of course. I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know? All those hints I gave you, all those tantalising tidbits about the school's mysteries, even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair like they've never seen it before. I became the director of despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment. You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way we want to try come and rescue us.
actually...
What if They already did. Huh?
Yes, indeed.
But then again, it's not really any of our business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally though, so whatever.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you would need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep. So how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember? What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh. There's a little business of... Yeah, that business. So what if scenario would you want to see most in V3's post-game? I don't know. That's actually a tricky one to answer. I'm not sure if I have to be honest. Yeah, it's all Mitarai's fault. She relied on the reserve students to wreak havoc on the school and converting the remnants. Yeah. Gotta admit, she did play her hand very well. Really, really well.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh? A class trial? Do you mean?
It's the Monokuma file!
I'll leave you the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone give it all you've got, okay?
Heart-pounding excitement!
Okay, things are going pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait!
Yeah, it's been a while. And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible, the truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's Despair Entertainment? And how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally, we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. Like in the first chapter, all of us frozen in our default poses. Yeah. So what it means is that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Ikusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind, Mukuro Ikusaba, isn't dead. So naturally, that body can't belong to her. So it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. The body is Kyoko's? Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. That's not a fucking reason, Makoto, you dickhead. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we'd better begin. But if we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer...
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no. Huh? But you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how the game works, after all. Alrighty then. Well, I'd better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim has been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered in other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was? The unidentified body. Could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. Monokuma file number 5 has been added. Right, let's go. I know it's going to take a whole lot of writing, but should Danganronpa have different killers and survivors each time you start a game? So a person can be a victim, a killer or survivor. I think that would take a hell of a lot of writing, but it would certainly make the replay value of the game a lot better. To be honest, I think I would happily spend about a good £60 or £70, which is about what, $80 American US dollars on a game like that. You know, so we kind of like cover every conceivable option and scenario. But that would take a hell of a lot of work though. Okay, time to get started. I need to check whether anywhere that might be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Alright, check the tool shed first. This room's dusty and disorganised. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. One side of the tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Tarp has been added. That's the only thing in here that concerns me. Well, let's leave. Yeet. Alright. Check the chicken shad. Chicken shad. I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. I count 4 chickens. Huh? 4?
Yo!
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there was precisely 5. Yeah, right? What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. Huh? That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. I was down here just before night time last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have the impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Even if a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of those chickens disappear? Could he be related to the case? Chicken coop chickens have been added. This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They are set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said that the time positively could not be changed. Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then, if a body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murder must have taken place. Sprinklers have been added. Or maybe after you finish the game you could unlock some what-if class trials to get totally different culprits each time so you can separate it from the canon survivors. Yeah, it'd certainly be interesting, wouldn't it? I don't know if he'd ever be willing to make a game like that though. It'd be nice if he could. These look like fragments or something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen this, something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. Fragments near the dead body has been added. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this? It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body, from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what they called the fatal injury? Either way, this knife, it looks really familiar. Wait, is this? That's it! It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in this mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And the same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found there. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in a kind of a trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife, and then maybe then I... And if this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Knife at the crime scene has been added. So you start directly with the class trial and you already have the other evidence on you, and maybe Monokuma can explain who died and some other important information, so you don't have to write so many scenarios each time. Yeah. Could easily go along with that, definitely. Okay, I think let's investigate this one. The Monokuma flower, is it true? Blah blah blah. No, don't need anything back. Well, let's have a chat to Hero. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and...
Serious.
Oh, well I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When was the body found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual, and I headed to the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was round about 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? 9 o'clock, wasn't it? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right. It had to have been right around 9 o'clock. Ah, now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 AM. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. When the body was found has been added. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words,
Also, do you think that distrust should still be made? Distrust still be made? What? What do you mean? I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi? Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? What's nighttime got to do with it? Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when he arrived last night, there was no body here.
in other words,
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro and Hina and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all 4 of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
that's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door. So where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so... That's hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Byakuya's account has been added. Well, that kind of sucks to be me, doesn't it? So who does the body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound has stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody, but for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks, that was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So, thank you, too. Body before the explosion has been added. You know that game that was supposed to be Danganronpa but the creators changed it? The game was scrapped and never released because it was too gruesome, but many elements of the project were redeveloped into Trigger Happy Havoc. I have no idea about that. I've totally not a clue. Alright, let's investigate the body. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity. Yeah, you wouldn't need fake nails if you wear gloves. There's also something on the back of the right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. Tattoo on the right hand has been added. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it. Which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Oh, can read more on the Danganronpa wiki? Ah. I'll have a look into that a bit later. Favourite case of all the games? Well, for this one, I would say it would be case number 4 for this game. The one with Sakura's suicide. The second one, I'm quite fond of case 5. If that's the one where they were in the fun house. That's quite a good case. And in the last one, it would definitely have to be, yeah, case 5 again for that one. It was really set up well. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Exploded body analysis has been added. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burned up. There's only one little piece left. I don't get it. But I've done all this. So I'm done, right? Yeah, step away from the dead body. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And they still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true, is that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Yeah, it was absolutely gutting about Gonta. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options?
Give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if you'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay then, in the meantime we should look around somewhere else. Maybe you should check out that one area. Alright, looks like we're going to the gym. Oh, have I played through Ace Attorney? I've got part way through it and then I watched another Twitch streamer play it. It's pretty good. Although they do really drag it out for a long time. Monokuma's laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
I just found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. The bomb? And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about it. The fragments I found in the garden. Fragments near the dead body has been updated. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Wait for me! Byakuya walked off about a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then... and it's open. Looks like it. Thanks. Yeet. So, this is Kyoko's room. There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo. Woodblock key has been added. Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting here, at least not as far as the case is concerned. So there's just the bathroom left. Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I better not look inside. So that's it then.
What? Come on.
Oh shit, I didn't read any of that out. Togami or Tugami? I prefer Tugami, to be honest. If you plan on looking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete, something to give us some direction here. More concrete? Oh, I know! Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. Huh? What's this? Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it.
Interesting.
Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets?
What?
That's all that was in there? Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets? What could it be? Bed sheets, obviously. But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class 76 Student Registry? Mukuro Ikusaba?
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck to the headmaster's room along with the key. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing. This is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name: Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex: female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood, and she soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and the family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over the Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed she had joined a mercenary group known as the Federia for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Mukuro's profile has been added. Least favourite character? Kaito. Teru. Definitely don't like him. And Yasuhiro, sorry to say, but yeah, I'm not particularly fond of him either. The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. This was how I saw things just as an ordinary person, but then I never imagined I would hear the name Federia in a place like this. You recognise it?
Naturally.
The Federia Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers, but they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumour I've heard that says the Federia has already...
Found it!
Whoa, I feel like our hero is becoming the bit player and the bit player is becoming our hero. Yeah, it's you.
What?
So what have you got in your pretty little hand there? Uh-oh, you found her profile? So what if we did?
Hey! Come
Don't
on
freak out on me. I'm not going to hold it against you or anything. And in case you're even wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Agami, the one who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag a corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivores, you know.
What?
Are the rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organisation and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh? So you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is now, can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Okay, welcome to the stream, man. How are you doing? Just got back from work. Gotta work late for the next couple of weeks. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that really does suck. It's like coming up to Christmas and stuff, isn't it? So, work is getting busier in general, I think. It's the same where I am. Interesting. It's all about the one writing all the rules. They are actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I actually told you about how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hall way back when, there were 15 people there, correct? I think that first meeting may have been a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying...
in other words,
That's right. There weren't actually 15 of you.
yes, indeed.
The total number of students participating in this killing game was actually 16. 16? Then...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in the school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of his school life. So the one making all the regulations is... Why? Did you say something? Why are you telling us though? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well because... Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we got so many viewers now, I want to make sure that everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Make sense?
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have to get some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share this little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in and day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but... She wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Monokuma's account has been added. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand? The tattoo? Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars. Which means... those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here. Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of the 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case.
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she is a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behaviour makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So in other words,
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold to say the least. It makes more sense than to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They wanted to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible. But if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
let's go.
Well, are you coming? Dang, I lost track now of how many this is. It was 5 before the stream. How many times did the 16 student quote and said since? I don't know. It's been a while. There are wooden lockers here. They use woodblock keys just like at those super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go into one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker furthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found on that locker, right? Well, just try it. Okay. I took out the woodblock key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock and click. The lock eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they are nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks? Oh, there's something else in the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a blood stain?
See.
If it is, it means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? Bloody duct tape has been added. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now.
Very strange.
Is something wrong? It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room? Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue to the next location. What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Federia. You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in this school would you go to do research on something? Research? Are you talking about the archive? That's right. The archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I believe there was a file relating to the Federia somewhere over here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to the shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned with a file in hand.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Federia is an elite fighter unit based out in the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate that they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right, it is Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad will get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo? Of Fenrir? Could that mean... And there we have it.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us. Organisms, the earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
Bye. Then the time has come. All we can do now is try and uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. And here we are, back at the door of doom. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's high-ranked enough for you guys to go off together. Just the two of you. What? Are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourself. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for a full 5 minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma showed up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here or... Oh, what? Jesus! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the one making me wait.
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look. I'm here, and no rules been broken. Kyoko! Kyoko, you're still alive! That's a ghost. Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You'll need to save some of the fun for later, right? But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko? So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right. Now we gotta deal with a ghost. I told you, stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But
I'll be happy when this class trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I just had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcements because of that. I had no idea her body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So,
Just now. I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go into a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
however,
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you're on the second floor of the dorms, then that's where the key you found goes to.
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not
In
quite.
other words,
I use Monokuma's secret tool which can open any lock in the school. What? Kyoko's account has been added.
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over the details after we get through the trial, okay Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation,
It would seem
because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important to everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the doors slid shut. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to this mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Ah, I've been waiting for this. It feels like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs have passed.
Chills! Chills! Chills!
Let's get on with the show. And so, the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Yes, I will save. And unfortunately, guys, I am gonna have to leave it there. I have to get to work early tomorrow, which is most unfortunate, really. So thank you very much for everybody who stopped by. I might actually be doing another stream tomorrow. If not, it will be on Saturday. Yeah, it's a shame. I have only been streaming for like 1 hour and 40 minutes almost. But yeah, I mean, thank you guys for coming to the stream and chatting with me and stuff. All good stuff. Right then, I shall see you either... Oh yeah, there is one more thing I do want to add as well before everybody goes. Just give me one moment. If I select that and that, generate link. If you guys want to be kind of like notified of when I go live and stuff like that, then that link is to join the Discord and you'll be notified when I go live. So there you have it. Also, we have a Facebook page, a Reddit community going as well, and stuff like that. If you could if you join that and keep your eye open, you'll see a notification that I've gone live at some point or whatever. Or then again, if you just subscribe to their YouTube channel and stuff, I'll be able to, you know, you'll just be notified of when I go live anyway. Alright then guys, thank you very much for hanging out, and I shall see you lot in the next one. Have a good one, guys.